The days are the best of the whole of the year, more than Ramadan, so a person should be eager to benefit from it. You see, there are many things in the world. For example, a person's health might improve over time, like 6 years it can take, or more. A person's career, he starts school for 5 years old and then 15, 20 years takes to build a career. So it can take 15, 20 years. A relationship, friendship might start building over months or years. Spouse, a person when is young, he or she begins to think and find a suitable proposal. It might take 6 years, 10 years. Also, other than family matters begin. A person wants to buy a car, it might actually take him 10 years, 5 years, house, etc. So there are years and months which takes what a person wants to do. So one can take time because it can actually, if one lives up to that, so one will achieve whatever. But one thing is very striking, that leaving this world, death doesn't take 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, it's matter of second. So matter of seconds. So career person is doing, okay, I'm taking a year out of college, I'm taking a year out of university, I'm going on holidays, I will marry after 2 years, 3 years. Because at the time it is fine, so a person can do it later, little bit. But when a person is to leave this world, everyone knows that that can be any minute, any second. That doesn't actually take time or 5 years, 2 years, 3 years. So what does that mean? That means that anything which actually can happen instantly, anytime. So all the time, 24 hours, every minute, every hour, second, you and me should be ready, steady to leave this world in a good state, meaning our affairs should be settled, our matters between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, matters between us and the creation, matter between us and ourself meaning inside you have a heart, you have a soul, you have a ruh, you have a body, meaning is that in order, are your matters in order? So all the time, 24 hours, that if angel of death comes now, and we shouldn't have regret, oh, I need to do that, I wish I could have some time, etc., etc. The reason being, as I said, career, work, relationship, marriage, children, friendship, house, car, building a pension can take years. And one takes a year normally, 6 years, months, whatever. But when the time of death comes, they don't give you 6 weeks, 6 months. So an angel of death wouldn't come and say, okay, you are not ready, okay, I'll visit you again, say after 6 months. Or you are ill now, oh, I'll come when you are well. You have to marry yet, I'll come when you get married. So much so that Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi has written a story just to teach a lesson. He said that some angel of death was asked by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that did you ever feel pity on someone who you were actually possessing or extracting the spirit, the ruh of someone, meaning that he visits millions of people and they die. So the question was that, have you ever felt some pity or some mercy or anything? He said yes, twice. One was that there was a ship came in the middle of the storm and there was a shipwreck. Some were drowned, like now recently the ship drowned near the Greece. And those times there was no technology. Now there is old technology, and hundreds of people died in the shores of Europe, where they say we can see a bee, a mosquito flying from satellite, we can see that. So when the technology is there so much and so many hundreds of people have passed away, who someone and everyone is responsible to whatever level their involvement is. That is what Day of Judgment is about. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to ask even you and me. Even Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he came to Madinatul Munawwara, and people were poor, meaning who migrated from Medina, Makkah Sharif, they didn't have anything. So how did he get rid of that poverty? He just asked one person of the Ansar and to take responsibility of one family of the Muhajir. There, the problem is solved. So now it can be solved as well, the poverty of the world. Meaning if there are, let's say, 2 billion people who are poor, living in extreme poverty, 4 billion are middle classes, and 1 billion is billionaire or millionaire. So if the poverty-stricken people are 2 billion and the others are 4 billion, let's say, so if they take responsibility of one, a matter ends. So these people migrated from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Africa, or North, whatever, wherever the countries they came from, different nationalities. The point is the governments will be responsible according to their level. We will be responsible according to our level. So I normally advise people that they should take responsibility of one family in lifetime. 40, 50, 60 pound. Especially our Tareeqah brothers, because they are on the Tareeqah Muhammadiyah, meaning the way of the Prophet was minimum to take responsibility of one family and monthly actually supporting. They're your relatives, poor, good and well. If not, others let us know about us, know we can point you at, oh yeah, we know many families who are suffering. Similarly, you will have knowledge of many families who are suffering and don't have any income whatsoever. So we can contribute like this to alleviate, because Allah Azza wa Jalla is going to ask us that, okay, I gave you money, what did you do? Oh, UK didn't help, America didn't help, Greece didn't help, okay, what did you do? You had money, did you support one family, two families? You spend 50 pounds on kebabs and burgers and shoes. And here you say, oh, it will be difficult to manage. People meaning drinks and cigarettes, and for a night out or for a snack, they use actually these things in a few days. Once they go out with friends, they might be paying 40, 30 pounds. So it's stinginess that we don't want to do things. Not actually that we don't have, because we are buying shoes, expensive TV, expensive things actually. So for that, okay, if one can afford, good and well, but one should not then say, I don't have 50, 60 pounds a month. So everyone in their own way will be responsible. The government will be, their country where they have come will be, we will be as well. Okay, but what were we doing? Ya Allah, we were doing whatever we could. We were sponsoring one family, we were sponsoring one, okay, that's fine. Otherwise, we will be held responsible as well. Because if one person dies without Iman, all the Ummah is responsible. That why has he died with Iman? And what contribution you have made. If one person dies hungry in the world, then everyone will be, governments, others, you on your own court will be responsible, because you also have a duty as well. Living in the society, 50 pound, 40, they said, how much tax which we give, how much other things which we give. So if they are getting, then no one is asked, okay, good enough. If they die, then the government, individual, their relatives, their guardians, according to their level, everyone, Allah is going to respond. And they know, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows where to put responsibility. So it's no use looking at the news, oh yeah, war is happening there. Okay, if Ukraine war is happening, what is your role in there? Well, I don't have any role, but yeah, you can play a positive role, good role, at least make good intention, at least try. Happens or not, that is not the matter. Trying an intention is important. That anywhere where evil happens, as the Prophet ﷺ said, Man ra'a minkum, man ra'a minkum. Whoever amongst you see any evil, war, calamity, or crime, anything happens, if you have authority, if you are police force, if you are military, if you are whatever, you use that, the Prophet ﷺ said, فَلْيُغَيِّرْ, and change it, stop it with your power, authority. If not, then with your tongue. What does it mean? People will say, oh, he's already strong, I say he will beat me up. Well, you can use your tongue to speak to others, well, not that person. Tell others what's happening, media what's happening, neighbors what's happening, friends what's happening. Oh, look, this is happening, we should help this person. Okay, you might be weak, others might be strong to speak. And if not, فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَلْيُغَيِّرْ فَبِقَلْبِهِ. Rasulullah said that if not, then have the intention to get rid of this crime and evil, hate it, and do dua and do whatever in your ability is now only left to condemn it. Okay, that's the last stage. But everyone has, so anything physically, let's say hungry someone, we are responsible. If someone dies on misguidance, on crime, on drugs, on whatever, we also have a share there. If we have not contributed towards actually the solution, and they're just sitting there like dummy, things are happening, oh okay, I'm fine, as far as I'm fine, my family is fine, then everything, how are you fine? War happened in Ukraine, all these prices went up in the whole of the world. The oil, as you would complain, oh, bottle of milk have gone £2, oh, the diesel has gone up, oh, the gas energy prices, oh, it is now actually double, oh, the juice has went up, the meat have went up. Wo kyun gaya? You didn't do anything. You can say, oh, I'm not bothered. Just war happening in Ukraine got all these prices. So how can you say, I am not responsible? You will suffer the consequences. This is in dunya, this is in this world, and akhirah, when it goes in your grave, then everything is scanned. Then there is no ifs and buts and things. Even your hands will speak, even your heart will speak, everything will speak. The earth will speak, people will speak. So coming back to the point which I was mentioning, that all the time you should be ready, anytime, not angel of death come and you say, oh, let me make a phone call. No. Because that can happen anytime. You cannot be given 1 minute, 1 hour, you can't tell him, give me 2 weeks, 2 years, 2 years. When you cannot, then this means you should be in. And when do people express their liking other people? When they've died, or they've gone from this, yeah, he was a good person, she was a good woman, or passed away, yeah, he was a good gentleman, I loved him, I liked him. These are things to be said whilst they are living. Normally we praise people when they passed away. Both acha banda tha, he was a very good person, thing. But what happened to our tongue when he was living? At that time we were finding fault. So this is the situation, that all the time program, you need plan. Yet you have time, plan now. That any time Israel come, I say, okay, Israel, labbaik, I am present, I'm ready to go. Actually, Allah Azza wa Jal, first I don't have anything to present to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but as far as I could do, I did my best. That's all I can know. But that is not sufficient, so Allah Azza wa Jal is going to compensate me out of His mercy. He said, this person tried his best, even though he's not achieved, he is achiever, he is passed in high grade in the sight of Allah. Remember the story of the person who killed 99 people and then 100 people. When he intended to repent and he was traveling away from all this village or this city which they were being committed, to a good place, he died in the middle somewhere. So angels of hell, angels of paradise came to collect him. Because the angels of hell said he's killed 100 people, we are going to take him to hell. Angels of paradise said he was traveling now and he has done tawbah. So Allah Azza wa Jal said, okay, measure the earth. If he is traversed more and less distance has left, then he is actually a person of Jannah. And if he is traversed less, then actually. So Allah Azza wa Jal helped him and facilitated for him. So main lesson is that from that actually, that you do your part, no matter it is a little or it is more, because Allah Azza wa Jal knows how much ability He has given you, and then inshallah He will bless you. So lesson, all the time ready. If you're sleeping, be ready. If during sleep angel of death comes, so you are ready to go. If actually you're awake, then actually if you're on the street, if you are in the masjid, if you are in the market, if you wherever you are, so settle matter. Simple reason, the logic is that 1 second you will not get. So thing which will not give you 1 second, you have to be actually ready. Other things, don't be confused and distracted. They're giving you months, years. Career will take years. Relationship will years. Sports will take years. Business can take years, because you have time. You can develop it 6 months, 6 years, whatever. But this going toward Akhirah doesn't take time, doesn't give 1 second. Allah Azza wa Jalla said, فَإِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهُمْ, whenever actually the time comes appointed, لَا يَسْتَأْخِرُونَ سَاعَةً وَلَا يَسْتَأْخِرُونَ, nor before it will be taken, nor after that split second. So already your picture is made. We are fond of selfies, picture. Already in Allah's knowledge, that scene is there of your mind death. That's how they went. On road, on bed, on where. That picture is already there. It's only going to happen. I do not know, you do not know, but actually in Allah's knowledge. So one should utilize these days and blessed nights and increase, especially in changing one's character, behavior, habit, attitude, relationship with others. That is more important than this worship and dhikr and others. Because people, as I said, khalq is like a mirror. They show you real face. I can say, I am very beautiful. The mirror will show, yes, what it is. So similarly, you can say, I am very good person. Like Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, even Sahabiyas, you see, they were so serious about this matter, and this is so much confusion can happen. Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, meaning was that we think we are doing good, we are good. And what does Allah know? Allah will tell us on the day of judgment. But is there any way I can know I am good? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that if your nearest people, like neighbors, relatives, who interact with you, your colleagues, we are close to your spouses, others. If they say good, your neighbors say good, then you are good. Even though I think I am bad, you are good. And even if you think I am good, I am very pious, righteous, because they are mirror. So you have, so this, in this way, khalq, the creation is is a mercy. It shows us the true nature. Because if I am angry type or agitated type person, it won't come out if someone doesn't behave badly. How will know that is my personality? So from that point of view, the creation is a mercy that it takes out and show me my real colors. Otherwise, we are all camouflaged. Oh yeah, I am fine, I'm thin. Everyone say I am fine, I'm thin. So that is one sign. And so improving relationship with Allah and the creation and actually with yourself. This is something to work on. More and more time on reflection of dhikr. These days dhikr is Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. This is the most blessed azkars. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. And these azkars which we recite after prayer, you see, these are azkars of the Prophet ﷺ. Now different masjids, they have different, they chose from these. Some does one dhikr, some keeps repeating, some does two, some three, that's fine. However they are doing, it's all allowed. But as you know, in our Zawiya, I normally teach so that people learn all of them or most of them. They know different azkar and they become. So here it is good to repeat after the prayers, even though the Imam is not doing or not. That's not. It seems that if I am doing slow or silent, you also, you're not doing zikr for me. This is zikr for you. You've done after first prayer, you are zikr. I can only teach you. What is this type of, if I am saying, you are saying, if not, then. If I am worshipping not, and you are worshipping not, then you are not as well. Then who is your God? Not me. You are the Prophet, the Messenger, ﷺ. Model is Prophet Islam, and God is. All others are helpers of each other. You can help me, I can help you. So like I am saying, so this should be done. And if there is a masjid, they are not used to all of them, then don't do there. Yeah, there you don't do. Just do the beginning some and then other side. That's wisdom. Or follow them, whatever they are doing. Because they are not reading actually some poetry of Shakespeare or something. They're still doing some dhikr. So, of the azkars or things like that. So one can actually join that, if you want. But here, Zawiya, other masajid where they are used to, so do that. Don't be silent. Because remember, I mentioned to you, your God is Allah. Your Rasul is Rasulullah. So you're following him and worshipping Allah, not me. What is that type of practice? When I am doing, you're doing. When I'm not doing, you are not doing. वो तो सिर्फ बताना होता है एक दफा बता दिया अब आप अपना अपना करें. Your grave you are going to face on the day of judgment. No prophet, no one will accompany you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alone, everyone will be seen by Allah azza wa jalla. That will come after the shafa and things. So all this is to learn and practice and not rely upon anyone and not yourself and not even on your amal, relying upon only Allah's fadl and Allah and God, His mercy. Not, oh yeah, He will do, He might be trouble in himself, He might not die on iman, He might die on unbelief, you never know. And you are saying, oh this sheikh, this flan. No one is no one until they do not die on iman and Allah Azza wa Jal does not give permission or something. So a person should not actually live in a fanciful world and, say, a delusional world and thought.